B to the E to the N to the I to the L to the I to the C to the I to the O to the P to the S. Hey, Venilicious. No, Venilicious.
Hello. Welcome back to my kitchen, Venilicious Tea. I am so happy for you guys to be here today. And today we're going to be doing not so simple but time consuming, but it's worth it, and I promise. Today I'll be doing stuffed potatoes with beef. So I want you guys to actually stay tuned until the end of this video, because I know it's going to be very interesting to see what I come up with. I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting my video. The brown stew pigtail video, it is doing really good, and I just want to say thank you for supporting me. And not only watch my video, but remember to subscribe and to comment below and be a part of the family. So I want you guys to stay tuned and see what I come up with. Today we'll be needing some beef. I went out and I got stir fry beef. It's already chopped up in some chunks, but I need them in smaller strips, so I'll be cutting this up. And I got some potatoes. I went ahead and I washed these. I scrubbed them also. So I'm just going to add some oil to this, and I'm going to put this in the oven until they're baked. I think it's like probably half an hour for these to bake because they're pretty big. So that's what I'll be doing. So stay tuned and see what I come up with. So here we go. We have these are really oversized potatoes. I don't know why I like these big ones, but so I'm just going to rub some of my avocado oil on this. So I'm just going to rub some of my oil on this. Then I'm just going to go in with my little paring knife and put some holes in there so that these are easy to bake. I'm just gonna punch some holes into this. I think I bought the wrong potatoes, but these are the ones that I wanted. So punching holes in them. Okay. So now while our potatoes are being cooked, are being baked, I'm going to slice my beef up into thin slices. Okay, that's okay. So we're going to slice this up into thinner slices, like slices like these. This is what I'm looking for. And we're just going to go ahead and just slice this up. My knife is not the sharpest, and I hate that. But I promise I'll be getting new knives. New knives. Okay. So basically this is what we're looking for, and I'm just going to go ahead and slice all these. So I went out and I got me some Jamaican cheese, and this is, I'm not going to be beating around the bush. This is like one of the best quality cheese that I've seen. It's really creamy and it's really good. So I'm just going to grate this. I'm going to thread this for my recipe because we need this. So I'm just going to thread this, and it's going to add a lot of flavor to my menu. So I'm just going to thread this up. So when I got done, this is what I have. So I didn't want to buy the cheese that is already threaded, so I did my own. So I'm just going to put this aside, and I want to show you guys my beef. I finish cutting it, I actually just add salt and a little bit of Italiano to it and some paprika. So I'm just gonna stir it in, and we're gonna start stir frying this. We need our peppers and our onions to be ready on the side. As I told you before, this meal, it takes a lot of preparation. So, and I also add some pepper. I add some pepper to this to give it a kick. So there it is. So here we go. I have gotten 2 tablespoons of coconut oil, and we're just gonna heat this up. Then we'll be adding our beef in, and we will be stir frying this up. And I went ahead and I chopped my peppers, my onions, and my green onion. And we'll be adding this to this too. So I think my pot is hot. We're just gonna add this in, and we're gonna stir fry. I think our potatoes is almost ready. We'll be checking on that in a minute or two. So my beef, I didn't add water, and it's like springing up a lot of water. I don't know why, but okay, I'm gonna work with it. Let's adding our peppers and our onion. I think I may have chopped too much onions, but can you have too much onion? No. Here. Okay. So now we're gonna stir this in, and we're gonna let it simmer. This is almost done. It looks good. Okay, now this looks more like what I'm looking for, and the color is beautiful and everything, and I like it. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of my threaded cheese to this, and we're gonna stir this in a little bit more, and we're gonna stir this in. Okay, and then we're just gonna leave this until we need it, which is in another minute or two. Okay, I'm gonna take my potatoes out, and we're gonna do the next step. So our potatoes is done. So what we're gonna do, we are going to take piece of our potatoes off. Ow, that hurts. Well, so we're gonna take the top off, and we're gonna take the inside out. Let me just do one and show you guys. So we're just gonna dig in there. So I had to put the potatoes back in the oven because I realized they weren't like fully done, which I think there still isn't that fully done, but Anyway, we're gonna just scrape this out. These are hot. Like seriously. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just scrape this out, and then we're gonna crush the potatoes and add stuff to it. So I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna come back because this is really burning me. So I'm gonna do this and come back. Okay, I'm not gonna lie about these potatoes. I think I may have bought the wrong potatoes, but that's okay. Because right now I've managed to scoop what I could scoop out, and now we're gonna dress the potato, the inside. We're gonna dress it up a little bit. We're gonna add a little bit of salt to it, and let's add some parsley flakes. And then we're gonna add some pepper, like a little bit of pepper, shake it on in there. Then we're gonna add some mayo. We're gonna add some mayo just for flavor and smoothness, like 2 tablespoons of mayo. And that's my avocado mayo for you people. Okay, we're just gonna crush this. I don't have a potato masher, sorry people. So we're just gonna crush this. And we're gonna make sure it's pretty smooth and nice. So my potato, this is what it looks like, all crushed and smooth. Not bad, right? So now with my potatoes being all smashed up and everything. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit to the bottom of my potatoes. I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese at the bottom of my potato. Add a little bit of cheese, and then I'm gonna add my potatoes in. Not lots of potatoes. We're gonna add a little bit of potato in there. Yeah, as I said, I think I've bought the wrong potatoes, but that's okay. Still potatoes, right? So we're just gonna stuff this in there. All right, I think that's good enough. Funny enough, we took this potato out of the potato, but yet it can't fit in there. So we're gonna take our beef. Remember our beef that we cooked and everything, and we're gonna put that in there. So we're gonna take a spoonful and we're gonna stuff it in there. And we're gonna stuff it in there. My mouth is watering, I promise you. It looks good. It smells good. It looks good. And we're gonna stuff this in there. Make sure we get everything. And we're gonna stuff it in. Okay, until we think that's enough, people, this is dinner. Or it doesn't have to be dinner. It can be whatever you want it to be. You can even have this for breakfast, people. Like, a lot of times people tell you what you can have for dinner, what you can have for supper, but there's no rule to eating. As long as you're full, who cares what you eat? I do, but this is really good. And it looks really good. Okay, now we're just gonna add the cheese on top. And then we're going to put this back in the oven until the cheese is all melted on top. And it's Jamaican cheese. It doesn't take long for it to melt at all. So, okay, that's stuffed enough. That looks beautiful already. And now we're going to put the cheese on top. So we're just going to put our threaded cheese on top of that. And honestly, this takes time. Honestly, you can't be in and out of the kitchen in no time with this menu, because you have to bake the potatoes ahead of time. You have to do your stir-fry beef. So it takes a while to put all this together, but I promise you, this will be worth it. Okay, and then we're just gonna put a little bit of scallion on top of this. Look at that. We're just putting a little bit of scallion on top. And then we're going to put it back in the oven until the cheese is melted. So this is my finished product, everybody. Like, seriously, this thing took me a while. Like, honestly, if you don't have time, please don't attempt this, because I think half of it is my fault as well, because I bought the wrong potatoes, because I like big potatoes and big things. So yeah, so look at that. I garnish it with some plantains and avocado, but I think it's worth it. Like, it looks really good. So that's what the finished dish looks like. And there we go. So that's my stuffed potatoes, everybody. So, oh my Jesus, I guess I am done. Thank you, Lord. As I said, I have been at this since early this morning, and I am finally done. And I am just want to say thank you so much for watching and bearing with me and bearing with myself. So until next time, this is Venilicious Tea. Then thank you so much for watching, and I'm very proud of what it came out to be. It looks very attractive. I hope somebody tries it. And remember to love, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, this is Venilicious Tea saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.